When it comes to Android phones, the gold standard has always been Samsung. Last year, however, I traveled to Asia and got to see the best on offer over there. And I've got to say, some major players like Oppo and Vivo are coming up with pretty dope stuff. So here in San Jose this week, I'm excited to get my first look at the new Galaxy S25 series to see what cards the king of Android has to play. Hi, I'm MICHAELJOSH, your gadget matchmaker, and over the last decade, I've made it my job to show people around the world that tech can be easy, fun, and exciting. On this channel, I give you special access to the products I review, the events I attend, and all the interesting people I get to meet along the way. So if you're shopping for a new Android phone, give this channel a like and subscribe, and I'll help you find the right one to match your needs. This is our first look at the Samsung Galaxy S25 series. The story of the Galaxy S25 series is like what we've seen from many of its rivals just recently, and also phones that are yet to come, all about AI and what it has to do or how it can make your personal life better. Way beyond being able to remove people from your photos or translating conversations in real time. So this year, don't expect a major redesign or some epic new camera features. This year will be the start of what Samsung calls the era of mobile AI. As is tradition, the Galaxy S25 is available in 3 models, all descending in size, spec, and price. The S25, S25 Plus, and S25 Ultra, which are 6.2, 6.6, and 6.9 inches respectively. Of the 3, it's the S25 Ultra that's got the biggest design change this year, if you could call it that. From a distance, they look very similar. You'll find the corners on the S25 Ultra are more rounded and not sharp and angled. The edges of the phone get the opposite treatment and are now mostly flat. That's on the Ultra. The S25 and S25 Plus are roughly the same, as previous models already had rounded corners. The rings around the cameras also look different, getting the same treatment we first saw on the Galaxy Z Fold last year, with a dark frame around. It's a subtle change, but I definitely like this look better. And then let's talk colors. Being a fan of the color, I'm stoked to see that there are 3 shades of blue on offer. Icy blue and navy blue joining mint and silver shadow on the S25 and S25 Plus, and titanium silver joining titanium black, titanium gray, and titanium white silver on the S25 Ultra. Titanium gray is what iPhone users might refer to as natural titanium. And it's a different shade from last year's model, which had more yellowish undertones. If you're unhappy with any of these colors, go the online route. There are a few exclusive colors available on Samsung.com. For the S25 and S25 Plus, there's coral red, pink gold, and blue black, all with color-matched frames. For the S25 Ultra, titanium pink gold, titanium jade green, and titanium jet black, which comes with a matte black frame also. Before we move on, here are a few more fun facts. These phones are lighter than last year, have the slimmest bezels on any S-series phone yet, and they're the most durable with Corning Gorilla Armor 2, which Samsung claims makes it 29% more resistant to fractures. Samsung claims Gorilla Armor 1 was so successful that they noticed a 60% drop in screen repairs from the S23 to the S24. Finally, don't forget the S25 Ultra comes with an S Pen. There are only 2 S Pen colors, a light blue and a light gray, so if you want color-matched pens, the colors to get are titanium silver blue and titanium gray. Last year, Samsung Galaxy S-series smartphones were powered by a special chip made by Qualcomm, hence the 4 Galaxy branding. This year, the 2 companies are taking their partnership further, with Qualcomm developing a special AP, or application processor, just for Samsung. The easiest way to think about this is, unfortunately, what Apple does for the iPhone. When Apple first started making chips for the iPhone, they gave themselves the power to optimize their chips for apps and services that run on an iPhone. That's what this partnership with Qualcomm is all about. Both companies working together, optimizing for whatever Samsung users need. That's you, by the way, and this is huge. Don't worry, we'll test it all out in my review. You might have noticed I didn't call this video a hands-on because we have a lot to test, and most of this video is going to be AI demos. I've long said AI is great and all, but it's nothing without the right agents. And agents are something that you can think of as the ones that carry out the specific tasks that you need. At Google I/O this year, there was a demo that showed a person asking smart glasses, "Have you seen my eyeglasses?" And AI was able to point them out. That was because the smart glasses were acting as the agent. And AI agents need to get more proactive in order to be able to give us that personalized help we all desire. Samsung says they've redesigned One UI 7 with AI agents and an integrated AI platform. Let's see what they mean in the next few examples. For one, Google's Gemini and Samsung's Bixby all work behind the scenes, and it doesn't matter which one you need, you don't have to call either of them out. Instead, the phone will handle your requests and funnel them to whomever can handle the task. Just press and hold on the power button, and you'll get this prompt. You can do things like ask for the next game and adding that to your calendar. In this case, Gemini did the Google search and Bixby added it to my Samsung calendar. Or you could ask for restaurant recommendations and have them automatically sent to your friend.
Find the nearest vegan restaurant and text it to Peter.
Here are the top 5 vegan restaurants near Texas Theater.
Or ask about cheap flight options to send to a friend.
Find flights from San Francisco to Los Angeles for next week and send them to Tony Kim.
Circle to Search has more options now. For example, you could open your camera, circle to search, and now you can get options like products, homework, visual matches. And in this example, products gives you results where you can buy the vase. You can also press and hold on this side button and hit the plus icon to have Gemini use your camera. Press attach, talk live about this.
Could you please create a recipe for me based off the items I have in my fridge for tonight's dinner?
Here's a quick recipe idea using some of what you've got. It's a simple frittata, kind of like an open crust omelet.
In this other example, you can photograph a menu in French and not only get a translation, but also, in a conversational manner, ask Gemini to help you manage your budget.
Could you please order me 3 items that don't surpass 50 euros on the menu?
Sure, I'm ordering the steak de magret au poivre, the assiette de serrano, and the oeufs mayonnaise. That'll come out to 42 euros in total.
And order in another language. Really.
Oui, je vais prendre le steak de magret au poivre, l'assiette de serrano et les œufs mayonnaise.
Or you can use your voice to search your image gallery using keywords you remember.
Show me all the pictures from wedding in Pittsburgh.
These AI tools also make it easier to get answers to everyday questions. Like,
Show pictures of wine bottles in Suwon.
AI Select lets you select text or videos and act on them. So, for example, if you have a video playing, you can swipe in to bring up the toolbar, hit AI Select, and the video will automatically be selected, and with a few taps, you can turn a video clip into a GIF. With AI Select turned on, you can also circle or tap text on a page, and the phone will offer the best AI tools it thinks is needed for the specific task, like Writing Assist. You can also use AI Select from the camera app, using it as your agent. In this example, we can select details on a match ticket, and from there, add the game to your calendar. Audio Eraser can identify 6 different sounds, like voice, wind, and noise, and it allows you to turn up or down each of them, just as if they were recorded as an individual track. So, for example, this is the original recording.
This is going to ramp down, and I'm going to start ice climbing up this side ledge, over onto this wall, onto top of this glacier.
Now let's turn down the wind all the way.
One of us is going to ramp down, and I'm going to start ice climbing up this side ledge, over onto this wall, onto top of this glacier.
And now, instead, let's turn down the voice. Supposedly, S25 series phones can learn about you and serve as your personal data engine. Samsung says the more you use it, the more it will know and learn about you. I'm not sure how this will look, but one way you'll be able to see this is the Now Brief widget and the Now bar on your lock screen. And I think the beauty of this is all of this is supposed to be handled on device. Samsung will not get a copy of these models that are being created, but if ever you're feeling a little bit squirmish, you can dive into Settings, Galaxy AI, and hit Process Data Only on Device. This next section is all about cameras, but because this is the first look, there's not much I can say. Repeat after me. The proof is in the photos, and we'll get to that in our hands-on review coming real soon. Good news though, there is a new camera. The S25 gets a new 50 megapixel ultra-wide camera, so yay for new hardware. This camera doubles as a macro lens, and thanks to more megapixels on its sensor, you get macro shots with 4 times greater detail compared to the S24 series. The recommended focus distance is about 5 centimeters. Take a look at some of these samples. The rest are the same on all models, unfortunately. Not that the S24 series was a slouch. Here are the camera specs for the S25, S25 Plus, and the S25 Ultra. While it uses the same sensor, Samsung says the telephoto camera will perform better. Using a feature called Remosaic, it uses AI to analyze surrounding pixels to produce sharper images from 30x to 100x. You also now get the ability to adjust aperture of a photo beyond portrait. Virtual aperture, which you can turn on in Expert RAW, lets you select an aperture from f1.4 to f16. Video gets a lot of nifty improvements, like the ability to shoot HDR10 video. Smooth zoom, which transitions seamlessly between cameras while filming. Improved nightography using a new spatial temporal filter that results in brighter shots with more detail and less noise. Lastly, there's the ability to shoot in log. The S25 also comes with its own exclusive LUT that you can apply on device after the fact, or if you like to use your own LUTs, you can do so on your computer. By default, it's in Pro Video mode only, but you can go into settings and have it show up in regular video mode. Anytime you want to use it, just tap on log right here. Portrait Studio produces more realistic portraits with more accurate and natural tones. And if you want to turn your portrait into a work of art, either as a comic, 3D cartoon, watercolor, or sketch, those are more realistic too. Does this one look like me? What do you think? Let me know down below. Beyond Capture, Generative Edit also gets an upgrade. You now get an option to auto-select every pesky person in the background instead of having to manually select them. And notice in this example, that's a huge chunk of the photo. But the S25 is able to fill in everything nicely, even making sure to account for some of that lens flare from the sun right over here. Also, it doesn't just cut out subjects, but also their shadows. Boom, all gone. Battery sizes on the S25 series are the same as last year, 4,000, 4,900, and 5,000 milliamp hours respectively. But with optimizations that come with a more power-efficient 3nm Snapdragon chip, Samsung says to expect battery improvements. However, I can't say that I'm not disappointed here. You see, Vivo, OnePlus, Oppo, Honor, all of them are using a new silicon carbon battery technology instead of lithium ion, which are not only more efficient, but also more dense, meaning you get more power in the same size. As a result, this year, most of these phones are offering close, if not 6,000 milliamp hours. More battery is always a good thing. Funny enough, rumor has it that Samsung is planning silicon carbon batteries on the S26 series. Other things worth pointing out, charging speeds remain the same, so that's up to 45 watts wired with a supported cable and charger, neither of which is included in the box. And up to 15 watts of wireless charging. Tech nerds will want to know, is there Qi 2 charging support? And the answer is yes and no. Samsung says the Galaxy S25 series is Qi 2 ready with supported cases. My take is that most manufacturers don't want to include Qi 2 out of the box because adding magnets to the phone may make the phone thicker. However, Apple does it, so that shouldn't really be a problem. Instead, manufacturers are building Qi 2 support into their phone cases. We saw this from Oppo and OnePlus. As far as I know, Samsung doesn't have any Qi 2 accessories yet, and they are currently relying on third-party manufacturers to allow you to enjoy the goodness of MagSafe accessories. So, for example, this is my Charge MagSafe battery pack, which I use with my iPhone. With a supported case that has magnets built in, my MagSafe accessory easily attaches and charges my S25 Ultra. Speaking of other cases, there are a lot of cool ones to check out. We're always a fan of flip suit cases that pop underneath a clear case and come with their own custom animated lock screens. And how could you not react to this cool Crocs collab? You can even add your own gibbets to really customize the look of these fun cases. So, is the Galaxy S25 series your gadget match? It's too soon, my friends. I've got to use the phones before I can make a recommendation, but don't worry, we have that video coming up real soon. But if you'd like to help a dude out, then I'd love for you to use my links down below if you've already made up your mind and want to pre-order. For the S25 Ultra, get up to $900 instant trade-in credit and up to $300 instant Samsung credit. No need to wait for your next order. You can immediately use this credit to redeem a storage upgrade, an add-on, and Samsung Care. For Galaxy S25 Plus, get up to $700 instant trade-in credit and up to $100 instant Samsung credit. And for the Galaxy S25, get up to $500 instant trade-in credit and up to $50 instant Samsung credit. If you pre-order now, you get a $50 credit. This deal cannot be found on Samsung.com, so you must use my link below. And just as a reminder, this offer only lasts for 30 minutes, so make sure to check out before time expires. Now's a good year, especially since Samsung is promising 7 generations of OS upgrades and 7 years of security updates. Today, January 22nd, I'll be picking up my review device or devices, and I'll be back with some recommendations so that you can really take advantage of Samsung's always incredible pre-order deals. If you're watching this belatedly, those links will already be down below. Make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss my review video. Follow me on social media for all the behind-the-scenes fun, travel, and fashion. And for news and updates, make GadgetMatch.com your daily habit. Until the next video from here in San Jose, I'm MICHAELJOSH. Thanks for dropping by.